Hey, air signs, it's Leah. I was getting ready to do you guys spiritual connection, but your spiritual connection is gonna have to include the pathways because I'm up here with these pathway cards and messages are popping out like crazy. I seen stuck in the mud. I seen commitment. I seen ghost land. Somebody stuck in the past, trying to live in the past moments. So your spiritual connection is going to consist of a spiritual connection and pathways, right? For the new moon that's coming in Libra at the end of the month, right? So it's probably the best, right, for you guys. If you are new to my channel, I'm Leah. I read numbers, colors, talk to spirits, and we are going to see what lies along the path for the remainder of the month for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. When I say these cards popping, you receive two spiritual connections, and they landed on top of your pathways. So when I say it's a lot going on for the spiritual connections, a lot of you have received the invitation to connect. Congratulations. Let's go. Let's go. Connect, baby. You receive that invitation, go. Invitation. If it was an invitation to a party, you might go. An invitation to some ice cream and cake, you might go. No different. And the next one you receive is that spiritual protection. What? Let's go. Let's go. And spirit for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, what will they experience along their pathways at this time? The pathways. Thank you. Ride the wave, please. It's not hard to do. You're receiving invitations, and some of you are spiritually protected. Who don't want it? When I say I'm jumping straight in, straight in. So, let me see. Pathways. I got the cards mixed up. There it is. Now let's get some energies. Spirit, what is the energy here for the invitation to connect for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius? Yes. A lot of you are getting ready to cut away a lot of things that do not allow your light to shine, or that is a blockage to the illumination of the mind and the heart, therefore your soul. Let's go. The appreciation is here, coming in with that balance, learning to let go of what needs to be released. That is the old, to see beauty in your face. That is the illumination of the mind and the heart of the soul. Let's go. That is the invitation. Yes. What is the energy for riding this wave of change? Because riding the wave comes in as a 5. Changes. Let's go. The sun. What? Beautiful. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you guys now. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, y'all getting ready to go through some transformations, baby. Learning how to ride the wave, right? So if you are a person who likes the when you get into like the emotions of the ocean, right? They talk about ocean emotions. Sometimes you have to learn how to change the way you ride the dolphins, right? Because even though you learn how to ride with the dolphins, maybe you're the one who likes to hold on to the fin and ride the dolphins. Sometimes you have to ride the dolphins like a surfboard, because if you're in the water, you're also in the water with the sharks. Get out of the water and ride the dolphin like a surfboard right into the sun. What is the sun? The ultimate success, the illumination of a lot of things, right? Um, Allowing wisdom in, allowing guidance to guide you, and the sun illuminates, and the sun also grows and builds. What? Yes. And for this spiritual protection for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius spirit. Ooh, no wonder you have the protection. Changes come in towards attachment. Ooh, the attachment factor. Anyone who is in a relationship and your relationship partner has a side partner, oh, change, switch. A lot of things are getting ready to change for air signs. Right? Spirit, what cannot be seen in the physical but is there in the spiritual for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius for the invitation to connect, spirit. directly on top, right? Receiving those messages, spirit, communication, and paying attention. I'm telling you. And for the changes of riding the wave into the sun for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius spirit. Why is it here? 2. Small. Woo, okay. All right, a message is here. The Shadow Queen comes out to give you a message towards the spiral dancer. The spiral dancer talks about the merry-go-round effect. And around we go. Where we stop, nobody knows, because you in a relationship or you stuck in a cycle. Coming forth with changes, right? Change of self, right? Some type of knowledge is going to be gained here about insecurities and manipulation. This is the Shadow Queen coming out of the darkness to give you insight and light on what's going on, whether you know it or not, whether you see it or not, whether you feel it or sense it or not. That she's going to tell you what's happening. In the scene, around the scene, behind the scene. And for the spiritual connection with this attachment spirit being pushed forward. See that? Being pushed up is the Horse King. The balance of assistance and control. You're either going to come in with balance assistance, like a way to remove or get around this attachment, have this attachment removed, or you're gonna learn how to control the factor or the rules and regulation that the attachment abide by. This could also be like ex-husband, ex-wife, baby mothers, baby fathers, something to do with like family. Somebody who wants to try to rule a partner. But be careful, because we really don't know. I mean, so many attachments, right? So you have 3 messages. Let's shut down your spiritual connection and ride in this wave and get over here to this invitation. Invitation comes in as a 1. The one you, the one thought, the one journey. The one you is the self towards your thoughts of your journey. You have received an invitation. And you are going to know that this invitation was given and received, because a lot of you are going to start seeing in a different manner. You are going to start seeing things for what they are, like truly and really are. Real time, babe. Not so real time. Right now. You're going to see, you're going to notice. A lot of you are going to start digging into or focusing on how your body responds around certain people and certain things, right? That is the power of the mind. That is the power of the feelings. That is the power of the soul. That is also the power of spirit. And it's going to lead you to a place where you are going to have to release the old and see the beauty in your face. Sorry. The kids are home from school and they running around playing. Sorry. So together they represent the 7. What is the 7? The 7 is a number of self-reflection, right? A lot of you are going to gain the knowledge and the wisdom, and a lot of you are going to allow spirit to help you decipher who needs to go, what needs to go, so you can achieve beauty, right? Because it's right there, right? Right there. And then they tell us 2, right? 2s talk about doorway, gateway, thresholds, right? Conversating and debating the choices, the options, the decisions, right? 2s also talks about secrets being held or exposed, or the 2 connecting factors, right? Of you, of self, right? Coming in all together as a 9. What is the 9? The divine's calling for your attention to a person receiving your invitation in a situation, what needs to be let go of and what needs to be held on to. You see? Not hard to do. Spirit, what surrounds, let's get some insight. What surrounds this invitation to connect for Libras, Geminis, and Aquarius? Air signs, right? And if you also have like a airy chart, this would pertain to you too. See, this is your invitation to get out of a trapped situation. Yes, let's go. Goodbye. This bird that's in this cage talks about messages that need to come in that may not be heard or understood But this bird, this message needs to get free. Because the bird is black, it talks about darkness. It could talk about banishment. But the thing about it is, the message is trying to get out to give you a message, right? Towards the appreciation. Who needs to go? What needs to go? You see? Yeah. We gonna set the bird free today, though. So let's get into it. Spirit, clarify trap. We're gonna have to look into the trap. All right. Some of you, if this is not a message, this is communication factors. And don't forget, if you can't communicate in the spirit of the physical realm, the spiritual realm is always talking. Spirit communication directly over your bird or your trapped. You have the warrior of earth. The creation comes in as a 3 of the knight of coin, right? Giving the receiving, no, the giving of value. So this is the creation. So for you who cannot speak, and I also hear for those who cannot see, information is a lot of value. It's very valuable at this time. Information, communication, news is very valuable at this time. And they're telling us you have to look for it to get it. You have to look for it to receive it, right? Spirit, clarify the warrior of earth or the knight of coin for air signs over your invitation. Divine truth comes in. I already received the opportunity. And the HUC is an opportunity towards what? Walking away. But I'm going to tell you why. Because you received the Ace of Swords, you received the opportunity to either hit someone with truth or to cut away a relationship. And a lot of you are going to hit a person with truth and become abundant. And a lot of you are going to walk away. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because at the same time, all of this is going on for everybody in their situation. It represents the Six of Swords. That is their movement forward. A lot of you are going to recover from whatever decision of the two that you take. You're gonna see truth, and you're gonna leave the heartbreak behind. This is why it's so important. Underneath the deck, change of a pathway, change of a commitment. A lot of you may be changing ties to your religious centers, your teachers, your leaders. It's a change coming along your pathways. A lot of you know that we're in a time of fall and our pathways are switching. But why is it necessary to change your pathway? Because resistance is there. Resistance, which is the Knight of Swords, can be found on an old pathway. Everything here is about movement. Once where this sword was in the pond, it had to come from being down to move up, correct? That's movement. Where a person was standing still at the water with the other two people in the background, someone had to move forward. That is movement, right? A decision to move forward, a decision of movement is here. Because in an old path, there was resistance. There was somebody fighting, arguing, yelling, battling, right? Someone being defensive, disagreements, arguments. No. And they say it's a time of change out of this situation. And then they tell us that is the final decision. See that? Judgment. And you have received your mental clarity because sneaky actions were involved, and it put someone to have to contemplate their next move, but they were blocked. You see that? Their attachments, 3 of Cups, blocked them from seeing the sneaky actions. So a person could have felt that it was time to move on, Cups, and they are going to gain their strength towards advancing. Why? Because this person is on a valuable pathway. See that? I told you, change your pathway. 8 of Coins. They have value in their hand and the tool they need to build up a balance. 6 of Coins. Let's go. Pay attention. Open your eyes. Get out of the trap. Get out of the trap. Because they told you exactly what it was. Some of you are trapped or some type of communication that you could be waiting on, needing to hear some type of news, message, trap. Block, stop, no. And then they say We're going to let you out. We're going to give you a get out of jail free card. But what must you do? Out with the old, in with the new. Yeah. And see who's really here for you. You see that? Mm-hmm. So air sign, do what you got to do. You receive that invitation, baby. Yes. Yeah, yes. Right? Let's go. And a lot of air signs I've been Libras have been coming heavy. Because don't forget my Pluto, which is my planet of change, transformation, it's in Libra. So any type of changes, I pick up on air sign changes really well. And like a lot of my Libras, and I have had a few Aquariuses up in there too. Not so many Geminis, but Libras and Aquariuses, when they come through and they get a personal reading, changes. Every little thing I pick up on, everything. And then they always say, "Oh my God, Leah, I know who that person is. I can't believe it." I know you can't believe it because you didn't see it coming. But it's okay because in due time, right? You will see, you will know. You just hope that it's not too late, right? For change, right? So let's go over here to riding the wave because some of you are riding this wave. I'm talking about riding. It's like I'm talking about sailing through. Just get out of the water with the sharks and ride the dolphin like a surfboard changes. Ride the wave comes in as a 5, and here there is a lot of emotional change. But at the same time, you have help because you are not alone here. If you decide to jump off of one dolphin onto the next, isn't that the change of a pathway? Mm-hmm. And then they're telling us about the illumination comes in to tell you, hey, pay attention. This is the balance way because the dolphins are swimming towards the sun. And also in the sun, there's more water. So it is a time of balancing of emotions here. It is also a time where a lot of you need to be cleansed, washed, you know, whether it be not just like your physical body, but a time of cleaning your spiritual self. Some of you may need to look into saging yourself or taking some type of baths too, meditating and praying while you wash. Because here in the sun, this person is bathing in the water. Hello. Right? So they tell us why. Because the Shadow Queen comes out of the darkness to hand you illumination about a circular rotation. Round and around we go. Or the perspective in which you have, right? Time to get out of an old cycle. So the Shadow Queen comes in as a 7 to tell you about what is going on in the darkness pertaining to self. Whether you learn a knowledge about the actions or a person, or you learn about insecurities and manipulations that have been applied to keep you in a circular rotation or to keep you focused on a distraction out here. See? So we're going to get directly into the Shadow Queen. Have to. Because we all like to journey without stumbling blocks and obstacles, but that it'll never be. Long as you have people out here full of jealous, hatred, envies, they just want to be envy. They don't even have to know you and they have a problem with you. You know, you could be driving along the road doing the speed limit and somebody rides by and shoots a bird at you because you wasn't in a rush like they are. It's just too much. Some people are selfish out here. A lot of people are selfish. They want you to do what they want you to do, or if you don't fall in line with their rules and regulations, they have a problem. Be careful. Spirit wise, the Shadow Queen here for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius at this time. Look at it. Look. You see it? Hands represent action and it's balanced. Balanced action. Ooh, towards being complicated. A lot of you are in these complicated situations. But let me tell you something. Here's a toggle. What are the most injuring and damaging numbers on the boards at this time? The 2s and the 4s. Complicated comes out as a 2. Here is a decision to be made. Is the information that you're going to receive about the insecurities and the manipulations, is it complicated to bear, too complicated to bear, too complicated to hear, or too complicated to act upon? Because if you do not hear it, understand it, or act as if you don't see it, you're going to stay here. And I'm going to tell you what this pertains to. The main colors here are white, pink, and red. If you're new to my channel, I'm Leah. I read numbers and colors, talk to spirits, right? Comes in as a 5, what needs to change. The white talks about the purity and the clarity of the pink. What is the pink? Happiness, joy, peace, romance, compassion, passion, relationships, partnerships, friendships, harmony. You see? Pink. This also could talk about feminine energy, if not a female or a woman, because that is the energy color of birthing of the girls. Pink. That's how we got pink for the girls, blue for the boys. Because every time a baby girl is born, pink energy is released out of the womb. So it could be talking about a female as well, or a girl or a woman. Right here, could be a child, could be a woman. But it is surrounded in the red. Red talks about blood, which is the bloodline, your family. Red talks about love, right? Love, passion, compassion, romance, relationship, partnerships, right? Red also talks about defeat, the falling away or the failure of, right? Going through those struggles. So it is really complicated for a lot of you. But you know what? You have help, because the shadow queen with complicated comes in as the 9. What is the 9? The divine's calling forth your attention to a person. The shadow queen. Get ready to give you some information upon the situation of being complicated. A lot of you are going to find out some information here, and it's going to help you make your situation or so not complicated, uncomplicated. Is that a word? I don't know, but we know what it means. It means not complicated. Not necessarily saying that it's gonna be easy, yeah, but it's gonna be better, because once you get this information, you do what you will. Spirit, why is complicated here with the shadow queen for air signs? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I almost said Aries. I don't know who's dealing with an Aries. Coming in wounded. The god of earth represents the goddess of coins. Someone who lacks value. Excuse me. Someone who lacks value. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. That's why they want to try to take my voice. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. A decision has to be made here. The queen of coin is a person who lacks value. What is valuable to you? Value could be money. Value could be a partnership. Value could be family. Value could also be knowledge that the shadow queen is offering you. You see how that go? Spirit, why is the queen of coins here? Someone who is in lack of something valuable. Someone who is in lack of something to gain, something to hold, something to have, Spirit says. Goddess of coin, goddess of earth. See that? The illumination of a new beginning. That is blocked. Here in the Fool, representing a new beginning or a new start, someone is on a new journey in love. See that Ace of Staff and the Ace of Cups. This could be a person who's in love of self, love with someone else, or love or something else. But here is a dog. Who is this dog? Friend or enemy? This is a person who is going to try to talk you over the cliff. They're going to try to back you away from the sun, the ultimate success, ultimate happiness, ultimate wealth, ultimate whatever you wanted the sun to be. Growth. Who is this person? See? Oh, you think you gonna just walk past me? That's what the dogs say. Well, let's just stop and think about it for a second. Just take a few steps back, calm down, and then we'll just talk about it later. And you take a few steps back and it's no, son. A person is going to try to block you. Or a person is going to try to keep you in confusion, keep you in darkness, so you cannot see the sun, so you cannot grow. A person who will put their foot upon your neck, a person who wants to see you down, a person who is jealous, envious, they full of hatred. That's why it came out earlier. Spirit, clarify the fool. Who is this person? Queen of coins. Who is this person? Come on, man. A person who is in lack. A person who could be compassionate. And a person who has the purity and the clarity of power. That is the white, that is the purple. But they are in lack. I feel like someone is in lack of seeing the sun. If you are a person who's sad, who's depressed, who's down, mentally distraught about a situation, or a person who's in the dark, that's that lack of wisdom. Queen of coin. You need to have the willpower to overstep or have the willpower to step out of the lack. Because the two of staff, that's the willpower to answer the call to move forward and don't look back, to get out of the king of earth, the god of earth, which is the queen of coin. Get out of that energy. Get away from. Bye. It's not complicated. Underneath the deck, journeying alone is someone. Yes. Sometimes you have to be by yourself to find yourself. And if you are by yourself, therefore you journey alone. Do you not? And when you journey along this path, what are you doing? I am journeying, right, to be more independent. I am journeying towards my growth. I am journeying towards my success. I am journeying towards my son. Get with it. Get with it. Why? Because I am a person who was held back from change. 4 of coin, 5 of coin. I had to journey till I learned or received a message, that bird, red bird, to learn how to overstep low energy people and low energy things. That snake would also be your dog, someone who is trying to block you. See? And then they tell us, I had a time, Leah. I had a time. You had a time doing what? What's going on? Juggle, struggle, 2 of coin. But why were you struggling? Why were you juggling? I don't know if I should stand up or sit down. I don't know what is going on. I don't know. I'm in and out the loop. You know why? Because that same person remains. And they're steady trying to talk to you. Steady trying to talk to you. Steady confusion your mental. Gray sky represents confusion. See that? Who is this person? Someone who's all around you. Someone who you think is your friend. They know all of your business. All of your secrets. And that, look, once again, you steady, wear the purple. You steady, have power. But you're not seeing it. And now they tell us this person is talking you into a confused state to keep you away from 9 of cups, happiness, and everything coming together. See that? 3 of coin that the divines have to offer. Who is this person? Ace of coin. The collaboration of all things solid and the collaboration of all people the divines offer. No. Who is this person? No. Air sign, no. Don't give me too much today. Not today. Not today. Do what you got to do. Leave them, and just go. Leave them and just go. Just leave them and go. Leave them and go. A person don't want to see you up. And if you ever, are around a person and you say, you know what, something not right about that person. I just can't put my finger on it. Anytime a person say, I just can't put my finger on it. They told you, growing up, he came in many names, many forms, yep. Because if he came in many names, therefore he had to take many forms. How can you pinpoint it? You don't know if you looking at reality or illusion. And a person, I tell a lot of people this. A lot of people would rather manifest and create destruction towards you and your family before they manifest and create purity and of light and the attraction of for them. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. I come in many forms. I have many names. That's all I hear. That's the devil, in case you didn't know. All right. Last one. Spiritual protection. We need it. Let's go. Coming in as a 7. What is the 7? 7 represents me. 7 represents you. You should know by now. If you've been riding with me for a while, you know what the 7 means. The 7 means self. The 7 means us, humans. 7 days of creation, huh? Yes. And now they're telling us we are spiritually protected from who, though? From what? Attachment. Who is the attachment? This attachment is someone who wears many masks, also known as the devil. This is a person who they put on one mask when they're around you, put on another mask when they're around friends or family, put on another mask when they go to work. They are the mask wearer. Who is this person? Coming in, spilling confusion all over the place. White and black and gray. And then the abundance is like no more. See the green in the background? I don't know if you guys can see it. But right back here and right in there is green. But it is so dark. And here a cobweb has grown over the abundance. See that? Scarcity, right? Do what you got to do. A change is coming in this attachment situation because you are protected. And they represents the creation. The creation of what? Being spiritually protected while changing the attachment factors. This could be relationships, situationships, ex-divorce ships. Baby mama, daddy drama, situationships. This could be family feuding. This could be battling. I hear like a person who works in finances. Some type of meltdown is coming. Some type of shakedown is coming. This could be somebody who works in a correctional facility. That came out so fast. Jails, prisons, law firms, financial investments. Be careful. But for the ones who are just like in these relationships, a lot of you are gonna find out about somebody else being on the sideline. I'm telling you. And then with your horse king representing the balance, the main colors of this card is white, gold, and brown. The purity and the clarity is the white of the illumination. That is the goal of the acceptance or the rejection of the balance. And guess what it's going to? The attachment, situation, ship, baby mama, baby daddy, friendship, maybe lost arguments within a friendship, something going on at work. When I say I hear a lot of things over here, a lot. And then when I say it's coming, and you better be prepared, because together they represent the 2. What is the 2? The 2 is one of the most injuring and damaging numbers on the boards at this time. But listen, a lot of you may need to get your spiritual up, spiritual energy up. So when times of darkness or times of depression and times of sadness and the times of cutting away come, you will be untouched, honey, unscathed, honey. What? Let's go. I see it. Because see, your horse king is bowing down over here to your attachment factor. See that? Mm-mm. And horses represent action, baby. And then they tell us it is a time of everything coming together, merging. And in the merging process, a decision has to be made. What is the most injuring and damaging numbers on the boards at this time? The 2s and the 4s. Here we have a 4, a decision. must be made according to what goes and what stays. Be careful who goes, who stays on the ground. The grounding of wish fulfillment or the grounding of a wish. Is someone wishing you away? Be careful. Or is a person putting a wish up in the air for protection? Because this star is basically right over here towards this protection. Let's go. Praying, hoping, wishing, reflecting upon the spiritual protection. I need help. I need protection. Leah, I have a feeling. What do I need to do? How can you help me? That's exactly what I hear. I'm telling you, a person is going to email me that, or a person is going to call me that, and they're going to be like, Leah, I need your help. My job is on the line. I don't know what to do. Well, I can sure help you with that. Leah, I'm losing my investments. What I need to do, I'm losing. Be careful, because I hear people. It's like I hear a conversation. I hear people calling me. I'm reading emails. Being pushed forward. Someone is going to be wounded. I'm telling you, be careful. Woo! 2 people. We have 2 woundings here. Someone could be wounded in their emotions and wounded in their action. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Be careful. Someone is waiting on a message here. But while they're waiting on a message here, wounded in their emotions, all in their feelings, plenty is passing them by. That is a fish. Be careful. And then another person, they tell us this person has power upon their hands. A lot of people have psychic insight. They're connected spiritually, but they're not taking the action or the motivation towards the passion of what they need to do. When I say be careful, they're telling us about 2 type of woundings here. 2 queens. Queens are feminine energies. They represent woundings, injuries. Be careful. This could also talk about a person crying. Because when you cry, you're in your feelings about something. This could also tell us about a person who is stubborn. Well, I'll just sit upon my throne and wait for an opportunity to come to me. Okay. All right. And you out there with another 200 people waiting on the same opportunity. Nobody's going to. Let's go. Underneath the deck, the balancing of a relationship, friendship, partnership. The lovers is not always a lover's situationship, but it comes in as major arcana number 6. That is the balancing of any type of relationship that you are tied into, tethered into. The balance needs to come because sneaky actions was manifested. Be careful. No. Oh. Someone must face a heartbreak. Be careful. 3 of swords. But they must have a plan of recovery in their mind. Plan of action. Oh, if this happened, I have a safety net. If this heartbreak, heartache, headache happens, I have a fallback. I have enough money saved up. I can survive for 2 months. And within those 2 months, I have to look for me a job. Because, see, the thing about it is, or, get out of the relationship. The thing about it is, or friendship, partnership, right? Find somewhere else to invest your money. See how the 7 of swords is going away from the balance? This is a time in which there's no balance. And then they tell us manifestation takes place. The manifestation of what? See that? I'm going to show you. The manifestation of the mental, because those are the swords, or the manifestation of action, because a person is walking to face a heartbreak while carrying recovery, or the manifestation towards self. See that 7? See that? Be careful. Be careful. Whew. Don't give me too much. And then look, an emotional offering comes in and puts you in a place of indecision, and then somebody's trying to talk to you and they making you more confused. Why? Because the person is going to be held back from a celebration. See that? Held back from a celebration, so therefore changes cannot come in. See that? The holding back of a celebration, collaboration, or a partnership relationship, because those are the 3 of cups mean community. This is also relationships you are tied into on hold. So therefore, if this is on hold, no changes can come forward. The 4 comes before the 5. Small steps. And then they tell us the end of a cycle comes in. See that? These are steps. Be careful. The end of a cycle comes in, and justice comes in to balance out your mental, all in your head, all these swords. 10 of swords, the end of a cycle. That could be the loss of a job, loss of whatever. And then you have to pray upon your knees. Father, God, divines, heavens, help me. I'm mentally down. I'm mentally stressed. I'm mentally disabled. I'm mentally. When I say be careful, be careful. A lot is going on. A lot is going on. Anybody who needs to talk to me, this is why Pathways is included in your spiritual connection for the next month. Anybody who needs to talk to me, you can email me, call me. My phone number is on the community section of Enlightened Mystic. If you have not viewed Dark Mystic 666, don't trip, because the 666 represents divine. It is the 9. Calm down. Go view that, because I believe the block of September is up. I'm going to post again in Dark Mystic 666. If you have not subscribe. We pick up on the dark actions, dark paths, the dark creations that a person will take and manifest against you, and what they're trying to block. Anybody who needs help with job success, all you gotta do is hit me. Okay. Email me, call me, text me. It doesn't matter. I guess, but that's until then. Until I see you guys next time. I love you guys. Stay protected, right? Never hesitate to open your mouth, right? Because if you don't speak, no one knows, right? They don't know. People, nowadays, so many people are so for self, they don't even see the signs that a person is calling and asking for help. Some people cannot pick up on the voice changes of their friends and their family to know when a person is really like in need. So we're coming to the time now, if you don't tell me, I'm not paying attention enough to even notice you or notice it. All right. A lot of lives have been lost. A lot of souls have been lost because the normal people, as they say, they don't see the signs. And usually a person who's in need of help, they'll never ask because they're in denial. That is the first step, getting over the denial process. So anybody who needs to speak to me, speak up. I'm here. This is what I do. For some reason, Spirit has me talking to you. Do what you gotta do. I help you out of whatever situation, right? So I'm Leah. I love you guys. Stay protected up and open your mouth. What is it? The squeaky wheel gets the oil.